Welcome back, fellow coding pirates. In the last episode, we learned how to integrate Contact Form 7 with our website. In this tutorial, we will be creating the footer section with the subscribe and the social icons, and finally the bottom footer with the contact information, latest blog posts, and another links to all the services that the website will offer. And then finally we'll have the copyright information below. So let's get started. Fire up your code editor, go into the home page and go into your footer file, and there should be text saying this is the footer. So let's get rid of that and come up above the footer but below where this closing content section is, and create a new section and call this section the newsletter. And inside this newsletter, give it another container. And let's have a look what we have inside this. So we have a centered title, a subscription box, and then finally our social icons. So we can create our title first of all. You can put in your text here. Underneath we'll have room for the newsletter form, so let's create a class for that. Newsletter form. Close this off and comment it out. And then underneath here, let's create a class for an ordered list and call this social links. And inside here, let's create a couple of list items. So list item href, and we'll put hashes in here so we can put our URLs in later. So this could be an icon for Facebook. So we can say Facebook icon. Then close that image off and close the anchor, and then finally close the list item. Copy this 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times, and change Facebook to Twitter, and then this Facebook to LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Save. And let's have a look what we have now. So refresh the page. Okay, so we have the subscribe, and we have the free icons, and later we'll add in the newsletter subscription form. So let's go back to our design and let's get some colors. So first of all, let's copy this color, open up our style sheet, scroll to the very bottom, and give it a background of the color we copied. Make sure to put the hash symbol in between, and we also want to text align everything central in here. And finally, let's add a padding to this class. Let's try 60 pixels and 0, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks nice. Yeah, great. Okay, and let's say newsletter h2. We want the color of this to be white. And margin bottom of 40 pixels. And then finally, newsletter, another list item. Sorry. Display inline. And we can say margin of 0 on top and 10 pixels either side for the left and the right. So this should space the images up nicely. So let's have a look what that looks like. Okay, great. So let's now create another contact form. So go to our dashboard, go to the contact. Here's our contact form we created for the section above. So now we want to add a new one again, add new, and call this one newsletter. Get rid of all this in here. Oh. Just call this inline newsletter. Close this div off, and in here put our email form, and we'll say email sub, and it's a required field, and the default value will be enter your email. Use this as a placeholder, then insert that tag. Then we also want to put a submit button in here. Name this subscribe, and then finally close off the P section. And the reason we didn't give these two paragraph tags, like one here and one here, is because we want this to show in line. So save this, copy this code here, go back to our code editor, go to our footer, and where we put the newsletter form, copy this code, just php echo do underscore short code, and then finally paste the code in, save, go back to our home page, scroll down to the bottom, and we now have a form with a button below, but this doesn't quite look right, so let's have a look what's going on. Okay, so let's add a width to this of 70% and a float of left, and then on this one, where's this BR come from? Okay, there's a BR in here somewhere, which is causing our design to show the input and the input button on separate lines. So let's go back to our contact form and let's see if we've accidentally put this in, or is this something that contact form 7 puts in for us. Let's try that. Okay, so basically I just removed the space in. There's still a space here, but there's now not a new line. That may or may not affect it. Let's have a look. Yep, see, so it shows in line right now. So we can style this up to look like our design. So basically there's a line underneath. And the input boxes and the submit buttons take the background color, which is already there. So let's have a look. So this, we say border bottom, 1 pixel solid, and we'll say just to see if we can style the paragraph tags. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's firstly style this box and the button. So newsletter form, let's copy this class and head over to our style sheet. Newsletter form, and puts input, and set the background to the color of the newsletter, which we can copy from up here, and then set a border of 0 or none. Okay, so we have this and this, but in our design I think the writing is white. That's white, that seems to be like a grey. Let's have a look. Yep. If we put the writing in, what color is it? Okay. So set the color to this. And newsletter form submit color, and we'll set this as white. Save this. Input. Okay, so okay. Let me just check how you style placeholder text. So how to style placeholder text, and Stack Overflow should usually come up here. Nope. CSS Tricks, great website, guys. So we can do, yeah, just copy this. I'll put a link to this page in the description below, guys. So newsletter form, I'll delete this for now so I don't confuse you. Paste this in first of all, and make the color in each of these, instead of pink, this color. And this code here would be good to go if we wanted every single bit of placeholder text on the website to be this color, but we just want the text inside the newsletter form to be this color. So put this in front and make sure there's a space here between the two semicolons, and do this for each one. And save that. And now you can see the color is this. And in our design, the text sizes are quite similar. So let's shrink that text. Maybe 14 pixels looks good. So first of all, put it in here, font size 14 pixels. Close that off, copy, and paste it into each one of these options after the color. Save. And finally, we want to put a line underneath here. So let's shrink this down so we can see as we edit in. So we want to look for something that goes for the entire width of this container. So let's try this one first of all. So we'll say width 70%, margin auto, and then border bottom of 1 pixel, solid. And this isn't going to work. White. Is there a padding here? Padding. Let's try padding 0. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so get rid of this padding 0. We don't need that. So we want to style this inline newsletter with the content above. So inline newsletter, paste this here. Then finally padding 0 and then margin 0. Okay, so that's styled. I'll show you how to make this more like the design in the next video, guys, which I'm currently uploading right now. So go ahead and load that next video and we'll carry on with this.